Hello Scrappy Peeps, welcome to my channel. I am sharing with you this layout created using my stash as well as the September PaperPerson kit. So Sarah Scraps and I have resubscribed. We took a little break, but we have resubscribed to PaperPerson. These super awesome gold letters and gold leaves that are upcoming are what inspired us to do that, followed by some really great Christmas holiday stuff. So I have two 4x6 photos that are actually 3x4 photos that I've just printed, and I want to put them on the page askew like that. I have also used some of my leftover memory lane from Fancy Pants, and you can see I've used a digital cut file there of fall leaves. And my plan is to use the browns, but there is a really cool blue on the backside, and yeah, there's going to be a change of plans there. So this is also something that's been sitting on my desk. This is from the a cherry on top box, the cherry box. It's a really cool mixed media. I love about the kit that they always include something mixed media and is new for you to try. So this is a it's not a spray, it's a powder that you put down and you activate with water. And so you can see here that if you just lightly put water, you get these little bits. But see there where I have the bigger sprays of water, where I sprayed the water closer to the paper, I get those bigger bursts of color, which I'm actually not a fond of, which is why I did the thumbs up, thumbs down just now. And so I decided that I needed some contrast to that to kind of blend that in. And so that's why I matted my white background with a brown cardstock and then just stitched in white around the edge. I add a little texture, and also with that darker background, I felt like it wasn't so obvious that I had these, like, it felt like paint drippings of color down. So there you go. You can see where I turn the leaves that I had originally thought were going to go from top left to bottom right. They're now going at the bottom of the page, and I decided to use the blue. And the reason I decided to use the blue was I felt like it complemented the photos better. That it brought out the green in those squashes in the top right photo, and that it also brought out the warts in the warty pumpkins that are on the bottom right photo there. So I just felt that it played off of the colors in the photos better and enhanced the photos. So then I have this journal card that says feels like fall. And I know I want to mat that. I want to put some layers behind that journal card, but I'm not quite sure at this point how I'm going to do that. So my original plan was I was going to use that orange sheet from the kit as well as this yellow stripe. And it's kind of a gold. It's not gold foiled like some of the others, but that I would make them photo corners or layout corners. So I set about doing that, and I realized that, now it goes straight up and down, and I don't like that. I wanted it to go at the diagonal. So then I thought I would use it as a photo corner, and then I thought, well, it looks better down here, filling this space in the bottom right corner. Thank goodness for my ThermoWeb eraser, because it erases adhesive. And then I could fill that space there with the journal card and the yellow. But then I felt like I had this gaping hole at the top right, and it really bothered me that the lines were running horizontal instead of diagonal. So I decided, what the heck, I'm going to just cut that again. I felt like, and I did save the other corner. I can use that for something else. I could probably punch other leaves out of it or something. But it bothered me enough that I had to recut it. So now I've got my amended Suzanna makes me happy. Suzanna, what? Sorry, I don't know what I was saying there. Makes Suzanna happy photo corner, because the diagonal lines are going in the right angle. So now this is why Sarah and I resubscribed to this kit. These leaves, these gold foil leaves, are absolutely awesome. They totally capture the colors of fall with that golden glow. And so I want to use them sparingly. I really thought about buying a second set, but I was like, Susanna, you have so much stuff in your stash, you really don't need a second set. But I'm being chintzy here, and so I'm only going to use a few in order to try and make them last. So this is these are 3x4 pocket cards with rounded corners. I hate rounded corners. They are just not my thing. So you can see I cut out the label, and you know I love labels, and I love how it fills that white space there. And then I'm going to put a few of the leaves up there. And some of the leaves I am going to pop with double-sided foam. Again, just for the texture. I've already got a lot of movement on the page with those die-cut leaves, but now I want some texture, and that is what popping them up is going to do. I also like the way that that label has that rust orange that complements the leaf at the bottom right there. So I'm going to do a sprinkling of 3 clusters of leaves there. And so we'll have the one at the top right that leads your eye over to these that I'm about to put the leaf down in the center. There you go. In that I'm going to call that middle left, and then coming back down through the photos to the bottom right where the journal card is. So that is your visual triangle there that is led by those leaves. I do feel that, I don't know, there's something that bothers me about having the 2 leaves. I would rather have a trio of something there, and I will address that issue later on. So again, for that, I felt like I needed something to just, something little, and so you can see I cut that label that I put on the left-hand side of the photo there, and I thought that maybe I could integrate some of this blue into the layout by using that little piece there, but it feels like it's just sort of haphazardly stuck there and didn't really serve a design purpose, so I took that out. Now, the other reason we bought these kits, we reinvested in PaperPerson, is those letters. Again, I should have bought a second set. I love puffy alpha stickers. Thank you, Ellie Studio. And these are just the best. So I am just titling my layout Market because I'm at the market and I love the market. And I'm going to apologize too that I have not journaled on these final pictures. I really wanted to get this up before it gets too late, and I know Sarah was going to put up her layout too, and so this is me in a rush trying to get this to share with you, also partly because I'm just designing for me and having fun and working on a design team project, and I was super excited about sharing that. So you can see I cut an orange, just a little strip. I am going to actually end up putting it back in there because I really liked the way that the colors, it just was that third pop of that rusty red that tied everything together. And I'm actually going to use some of my old decorative scissors, zigzag scissors, and just to give, again, a little bit more texture to that because it's in amongst those maple leaves that have that sort of ragged zigzag texture to them as well. So that is literally the foundation of the layout. And I love the way that those blue leaves sort of pull out the blue that is in that watercolor mist. So there's a great stamp set that comes this month with the kit, and this says it's a beautiful day, but it runs straight across, and that's not going to fit. So I'm using this mustard to stamp that in there. I'm sorry, I have to apologize for my scrappy assistant, but she had to check out what was going on and make sure that it met her approval. So on my desk, I happen to have, these are the innards of some brown leaves that I created using the new Simple Stories fall collection. Be sure to come back for that layout. I am super pleased with the way that layout came out. So these are the innards, and I thought they added the perfect splash of brown to the layout to just finish it off, and it gave it that kind of finish. So that's the final look at the layout. The close-ups are coming. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box down below. I hope you enjoyed this multi-photo fall layout. Thanks for stopping in today. Come back again soon. Take care.